Samuel Adams was born on September 27, 1722, in Boston, Massachusetts. He had 12 siblings, and his family was very wealthy. Their home was on Boston Purchase Street, overlooking the Boston Harbor. His father was named Samuel, and his mother's name was Mary Fifield Adams. Samuel briefly studied law at Harvard University in 1740, and in 1743 he earned his master's degree. He had always been interested in politics, and he was one of the first people to speak out about taxation without representation. In 1749, he married a woman named Elizabeth Checkley and had 5 kids with her, but only 2 survived to adulthood. In 1756, he became a tax collector in Boston. Then, his funds were 8,000 euros missing. Later, Adams argued during the Sugar Act of 1764, as he noticed that this act was unfair to all of the citizens. He organized a group with John Hancock to voice out their complaints about the Sugar Act, called the Sons of Liberty. He also founded the Boston Committee of Correspondence and married his second wife in 1764. He was elected to the House of Representatives in 1765. Also in 1765, he was a part of many held riots for the Stamp Act. People burned tax stamps and tore down tax collectors' houses. After the British warships came into Boston Harbor, they were all around the city. Sam Adams decided to speak on the topic and write an angry newspaper about the soldiers' destructive behaviors. This started a lot of rage with soldiers and people. People started throwing snowballs at soldiers and disrespecting them. The people of Boston and soldiers were fighting got out of hand and ended up killing 5 colonists. This ended up being called the Boston Massacre in 1774. He was elected to Continental Congress when the Revolutionary War started in April of 1775. Adams found the Committee of Correspondence, which was a good way of communication and coordination. Soon, throughout Massachusetts, almost 80 towns had their own committees, and people started working together because of Sam Adams' committee. Right after the Revolutionary War, he wanted to break ties with Great Britain because he wanted independence. This led to him signing the Declaration of Independence with 55 others. During the year of 1788, Adams was involved in the Massachusetts Convention to approve the U.S. Constitution. He helped draft it, and he signed it as well, along with 39 other people. His final politic job was Massachusetts governor from 1794 to 1797. Sadly, Samuel Adams passed on October 2nd, 1803, at the age of 81.